The most authentic thing of this podcast is the absolute fucking struggle that we have to try and schedule the next session. I think that is probably the biggest thing that every gaming group has.
It's universal. It's fully universal.
If they try to do anything else, everyone's available. But the second you want to be like, oh, let's play Dungeons and Dragons, let's play Pathfinder, I'm busy that day.
Yeah. And classic also is the like, oh, we're gonna play in an hour, and somebody goes, oh, something came up.
Oh my god.
Oh, the last minute canceling.
Yeah.
I mean, considering we had, what was it, almost 2 campaigns back to back that we played weekly or bi-weekly. It did help that we were in COVID, though.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
I think COVID was the main reason that everyone's so consistent.
So only if there could be another major pandemic, we'd appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
It would make
COVID?
scheduling way easier.
And also during winter is a little bit easier than the summer when there's a lot of stuff going on.
True. Summer does kick
But
ass.
you know what? It has been a little bit of a gap since the last time we played. But we're here. We're here. We did it. And we're ready
we
to
should
continue.
We're going to take the next 40 minutes to plan the next session. So what's everyone doing next week?
Yeah. Oh my god, that'd be so great. Just put in a live fucking planning session.
Yeah.
Get back all of us into
Yeah.
a corner right here.
So I'm traveling these days.
Yeah, people are going to realize we're not playing next till 2026.
Jesus fuck.
Okay. Let's get into it. Does everyone want to play?
I guess.
Nah.
Could go for a little I
Fine,
was going to say
okay.
D&D, but Pathfinder.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
Come on.
So last session, you guys decided, hey, let's go check out these bone shards. They've been bone sharding. You learned from Ortegar a couple sessions. The bone shard is bone shard. I don't know what you're
To
laughing about.
enunciate the D on that more.
Yeah.
The bone shards.
Yeah.
I bone sharded myself.
It's not a gang, it's a medical condition.
Oh my god.
So when you guys talked to Ortegar Stitch Skull a couple sessions back, he told you that one of the members of his clergy, Dakramot, he was a member of the Bone Shards, and through interrogation, they learned that there was a new leader, and that there was some sort of plot to poison the food supply for the living residents of Great Urge. He gave you guys directions to their hideout, which is in an ossuary in the meat market district of of Great Urge. So you guys went down there. When you entered the hideout, there were some chattering skulls you guys fought, as well as 6 animated like zombie hands. You guys made pretty quick work of them. And then in this sort of area, there were 6 pits. They 6 15 by 15 feet pits.
Yeah.
No, they might be deeper.
Okay.
I need to know. So
Yeah. Anyway, there was the pits, and you guys saw these pits were made with the same glass that was in your manor, that it allowed sunlight through, but it wouldn't impact a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as you guys got here, once you finished off the crawling hands, there was a camp to the north. You can't really see it because there's like a wall of bones protecting it, but you can see the flickering light of a campfire, so you knew something's going on up there. And once you killed the crawling hands, you heard someone from over there was like, "Oh, are they done? Did you kill them?" And that's where the last session ended. So what would you guys like to do with that information?
so we just hear a voice. We don't see any figures.
Correct. You can't.
We make a
You're
perception
assuming-
check.
You can make a perception check. You're assuming they're behind the wall.
That's a good
I
idea.
got a 15.
Okay.
24.
I do have dark vision if that matters.
It won't matter because there's light over there. With a
Oh.
24, you can't make them out, but you think there's 3 figures behind. You can kind of see the shadows and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't like make out who they are.
Is anyone fucked up from the last fight? I feel like that went pretty well for us.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. So
fine.
I rolled like shit. So
Yeah, I'm completely fine. I'm still full.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
down 2.
So I think we go face first into this.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to
I'm probably still gonna raise my shield, but
Yeah.
I need a little
Uh-huh.
defensive exploration
Mhm.
activity.
And then I'll respond and go, "Hello, hi.
hello.
Who are you?"
We're the Bone Sharts.
I've heard about that. It sounds awful.
My name's Ozok. If you've killed the hens, we'd really appreciate it if you let us leave.
Perhaps we should talk first, and we'll get to the rest of that later.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Yes, believe it or not, we are not down here for fun. We did come to talk to you.
Okay. 18.
Okay. They'll say, "All right, we're coming out," and you guys can see. These figure can't. Oh, you guys probably can't see them because their tokens are hidden.
Fair enough.
No, that'll do it.
You see, this guy walks out.
Oh.
You
Is that a
see-
furry?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
sorry.
they're in fursuits. You see two of these, so you can see. I believe I mentioned last episode. One of you made a society check, and you knew that the bone shards.
It's gonna be really hard not to say bone
I
shards
know.
now.
You guys knew there was rumors that they were practitioners of shadow magic, and that a lot of them were saying the clan was completely made of fetchlings.
Or people
Um,
pretending to be
But
fetchlings,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
you guys knew with such a high check that it was mostly humans that like painted their faces to look like fetchlings,
Mhm.
and you can 100% see that's the case. You can see like the makeup's like really worn out.
Okay.
And
No.
two men and one woman come out.
Mhm. I'm gonna just quickly, as they come out, I'm just gonna go. Is this all of you?
Yes, this is all of us, and they have their hands up and everything.
Okay.
They're not threatening.
I just want to quickly roll a lie to me check to see if they're.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Well, because I have lie to me, I rolled deception.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
I want to try and intimidate them, just like to instill a little bit of fear. Set the ambiance, and I want to cast detect magic to kind of make it look like I'm casting search magic around the area, and I say like, "I hope you're telling the truth."
Okay, yeah, roll intimidation.
24.
Yeah, you think they're like terrified and that they look malnourished.
Okay. So.
What'd you get for your intimidation check?
I forgot I have a -1 to intimidate.
Oh fuck.
This will be good.
I got a 4.
Hey, you better not be lying to me.
Hey,
I'll
if there's any more of you, please come out now.
I'll pat Ilrune on the back. I don't think we need the tough guy act for this one.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain.
Okay.
What you have a preloaded statement that you would like to read?
No, I made a page of notes.
Mm.
But yeah, so the one says, "I'm the one you spoke to earlier. My name is Osak. This here is Getger, and this is Sareg."
Okay.
And this is all of you. What happened to the rest of you?
Oh well, that's quite the story. I guess in just a couple weeks back, there was a new woman in town. She's the leader of a gang. They call themselves the Three-Fingered Hand. She called herself Kepgetta the Hag-Nailed. She came with her group. It was mostly humans in these red cloaks, and she had a couple ghouls and zombies with her. She demanded some ornate key that I guess we got as payment a couple years back for some job. It was some I think made of granite, and the shaft was like carved to look like a spine.
She got a key, granite key.
Yes, it was a key
Okay.
that we got from a job we did a couple years back.
What was this job?
To be honest, I couldn't tell you. I'm not in charge of the books.
Is there any part of your collective that is beyond you that still remains elsewhere?
No, I guess once she came, she was pissed. She kept telling us that pretending to be fetchlings and pretending to use shadow magic, it isn't something to be played with. Our leader, he wouldn't tell her anything, and when that happened, she took our leader and any other high-ranking members, and she took them to the east over there. And she'll point. You guys can see it. The room opens up more to the east, and it looks like there's a bunch of bones and stuff over there. And he continues saying, "Yeah, she took all of our leadership over there, and she interrogated them. She tortured them until they gave her the location of the key, and then she cooked them. Their screams were awful. She made them into something called the leftovers. I don't know what it is, but we can hear it over there sometimes.
You still hear this
Something's over there."
Mm. Can I quickly roll an esoteric lore check on based off what they just described?
Yeah, go.
It sounds like she made a creature.
It's gonna be hard, but yeah, you can
Okay.
do it.
Did you like tell them like, by the way, I left all your buddies over there in this big leftover pile?
Yeah.
And then
They're
just
called
like,
the leftovers.
yeah, like where did that come from?
I feel like her intimidation check was better.
10 years, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Would religion help or
Um,
arcana?
yeah, you can roll one of them, either or.
Okay.
15.
I can roll
Mm.
Arcana.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
I'll do religion.
I'll do Arcana.
Shouldn't have used the same dice.
8.
12.
You guys
Okay.
have no idea what this thing is.
This is a lore check. I'm making a lore check. I have dubious knowledge.
Oh, do you?
Oh.
We
I mean,
need
Unless
to
I
know.
critically fail, I get something.
Okay. Let me.
Something true, something false.
I close the.
I mean, it
monster
could be.
stat
It
block.
could be. There's a monster over there, right? Because we can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be the truth.
Yeah. So you think? So dubious knowledge. One of these has to be true, and the other one's wrong.
Well, yeah, something that I know. It's not like 1 and 1. It's kind of like you tell me something about this thing, and part of it is true and part of it is false. The easiest way to compartmentalize that is 1 true, 1 false, but you can do it however you like.
Okay. So you think? Based on the description, you think it might be some sort of like bone golem
Okay.
she infused, or maybe some sort of like slime of like all like their organs and bones like mixed together. Some creature like that. But that's about as much as you know with your check.
Okay. That's perfect.
And you can make another one like
when I see
if
it.
you decide to go over there and fight it.
Okay.
Can
Um,
I ask something before they continue?
Yes, please go ahead.
When they were being tortured and interrogated, did you happen to catch the location that they gave her?
The key was here. She came and got it from back there in our camp. But she came back. There was maybe about a dozen of us that were still here. She had these like nails like made of metal she wore on her fingertips, and she used it to she ripped out the throats of some of the other bone shards, and then the others she just chopped off their hands and waited for them to bleed out. When she was done, she reanimated all of them, and then she left. She reanimated the hands she chopped off. She reanimated them, and she ordered them to stay here and keep us from leaving. And they're what you guys fought when you arrived.
Was there anything that stood out about her that was unnatural or?
She appeared to be very young.
Very young.
She was a human. She was mostly in black. She wore a dress, but it was quite damaged. She was also missing her middle finger, which was odd to us because I'm sure you've seen the logo.
Mm-hmm.
It's
The logo.
I'm sure
The logo of her crew.
I'm sure you've seen her crew logo. It's missing the pinky, so we're not sure, but that's all we really knew. She possessed powerful magic.
And she was the only human that you could see in the group.
And most of the ones wearing red cloaks were humans,
Oh, they were there.
and then there were a few zombies and ghouls.
She had zombies and ghouls in her employ.
Well, the zombies she controlled them. They weren't intelligent, but the
Okay.
ghouls were. They were definitely reporting to her.
Okay.
What was her name again, sir?
Her name,
Kepka.
Kepgeda the Hagnailed.
Kepgeda. My bad.
Kepgeda?
Kepgeda.
Kepgeda. Kepgeda the Hagnailed. But yes, she wanted the key, and she was rambling about the Great Urge Bank and some poison.
Mm.
What did she say about the Great Urge Bank?
Something about the key. It opened some vault there. That's really all we know.
Did she say anything when in her rambling about the poison?
That other vault?
Did she say anything about what she intends to use it for?
Some farm.
Oh, it's all coming together.
Did she say what she expects will happen if she uses it?
All I know is she wanted to poison the product of some farm. I'm assuming she wanted to kill people, but that's all I know.
Mm-hmm. Now we
Cool.
come to an interesting.
I was just thinking, with the poison, it might have been more like a virus or like a bacteria, where it starts off small and then it slowly builds on the people that ingest it.
Mm-hmm.
So it could end up being a greater threat than we think.
Yeah.
Her Pathfinder group they can never play a game,
Mm-hmm.
so she wants to introduce a plague so they can go back to a lockdown and play every week.
I'm just saying it's a winning strategy. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, so this ornate key, this is outside character. This ornate key is probably to open that other vault.
Yeah, you think
yeah.
this is the other
100%,
side.
And that's where they have some serious poison that she wants to.
It could be one of the doors that was already open, right? Because we said that room
That's
that was
true.
full of chests that was open with the
Well,
dead
with that
guy
one
in it.
body.
Yeah,
And
we
it
did
had the
find
gray
some of the
goo.
powder or the goo. Yeah,
It was the
Yeah.
great, yeah, because you guys remember when you were at Old Urga's farm, there was all 4 silos there. There was this pinkish gray powder that was planted on the grain there.
Mhm.
And then one of the red cloaks, the western gate, it closed on him and his satchel got caught in it. And you remember there was like jars of gray goo or like a gray paste that he
Mhm.
had on him. And you found residue of that in one of the chests at the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could tell that one wasn't like lethal or anything. That was just like an annoyance. that
Maybe
substance.
maybe it's like you
slow
know,
burn.
maybe it's like two-part epoxy. Like when the goo meets the powder,
Oh.
bam.
Yeah.
It might be, you remember,
Oh.
I
If
might be
it's
getting
like a
this wrong, but you know the pinkish gray powder, it introduced like minor headaches.
Mhm.
And then the gray paste was like weird, like uncontrolled muscle spasms.
Oh, okay. So together they might.
Now it could
Awesome
also be
effect.
a way to like disable. Pardon me, just choking on my own spit. It could also be a way to just like create public disorder and chaos.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
unrest in
Yeah.
general.
It seems like they have. Oh, sorry.
No, I'll go on. I'm gonna ask Adam a couple things after.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was weird that they went through the effort of locking it at a bank, and now this person has come to town. Like they weren't here before. They traveled here specifically for that to get like to break into the vault to get into that treasure chest to get
maybe
the.
maybe it was like a good place to keep the poison while they were figuring out the exact plan to deploy
Maybe.
all this stuff. Because I'm assuming I kind of like the theory that it is a way to cause some sort of like general disarray in the population while they enact some greater plot or something like that.
It's a
They could have
distraction.
done that
So
with
maybe
like
they were still-
maggots, or
Yeah.
they could have like
Yeah.
thrown like
Little
they
carry
could have done any
situation in the
number of
town square.
things. Seems a little
Yeah.
overboard.
Although if the intention is to
Get it into the populace
well,
without it noticing.
that or to elicit terror,
Mm.
Yeah.
right? Although I don't know how implicit that sort of idea is in a Pathfinder setting. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how conniving this character is.
Yeah,
This
in a
could be-
region of ghouls and skeletons walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
A
guys would
slight
know.
headache is like, oh my
Yeah.
god, what's going on?
They're
Well,
like
you-
flesh
I
is
cannot
melting
get
off
sick
of
right
them,
now.
and they're like, "Oh no!"
You guys would know that like undead don't eat, so this wouldn't really.
You just affect the human populace.
Yeah, just like the living population, because
Yeah.
they're doing it to grain. But you would know Grey Dirge. It's about 70% undead, 30% human.
Okay.
Mhm.
Couple questions, Adam. Number one, can I pursue a lead on Kepgetta and her creations?
Yes.
Okay. That is going to be one
Including
of
the
my leads.
leftovers.
Well, her creations, yeah. So I'm trying to be all encompassing here with my.
Can I pursue lead on Kepgetta?
Can I
her
pursue lead on
creations,
Bloodlords? Is that-
and everyone she knows?
Yeah. Can I pursue a lead on everyone who has hostile intentions towards me?
What else do you want to ask?
Also, Igzy will ask the guys here. Have you guys ever seen the substance that she was trying to use?
No, she made it sound like she needed like that key, like it led to it. We never saw it.
Okay.
We've been trapped here since she came.
Keep in mind, I have some on me.
Um,
I didn't tell them that, but no, like I do. I took some from the
Yeah.
chest. Yeah.
I know
So I was
you
gonna
took-
show them to confirm, but
You took
they don't know.
samples
Yeah.
from
the chest.
yeah.
yeah.
Here, eat this.
Unrelated. Try this.
You look malnourished.
You want some
I got
food?
just the thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all I got then.
Do we have any, food that we can spare them? Since
Well, as the only person who eats here,
yeah, I s-
I also eat.
oh, do you?
yeah,
Yeah,
they-
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah,
I'm only mostly dead,
mhm.
still slightly alive.
I can give
yeah.
them some rations if they want them.
I sold off my rations
you're
specifically
dead,
because I'm
yeah.
like I don't eat.
Okay.
I mean, technically, I still have the rations in my adventurer's kit or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm not using those. So yeah, I'll be like, well, it seems like you guys have definitely been through the ringer here.
Mhm.
Very unfortunate circumstances, but here, please. You look like you could use a bite or two.
Yeah, there. Have you ever seen like one of those videos when like a cat hears the automatic feeder goes off and like
They
bolts?
bolt.
That's what they do when you offer them the food.
Mhm. We do have, unfortunately though, we can't just let you leave.
Why not?
No, nothing to be concerned about. But there seems to be some confusion. I believe some of the actions that Capgetta's gang have taken have been confused with the greater name of the Bone Shards, or the lesser name it seems actually.
Jeez.
Hey, come on, man.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in shit, recognize it. We will take you to meet with Ortegar, high priest of Zonkathon.
No, we heard that guy's crazy, man. Please don't send us there.
No. He's a good friend. We've had dinner together at least once. So, but no. Calm down. You can come with us to him peacefully, and clear your name, or you can be hunted down like the dogs you are for the rest of your lives. The option is yours, really. But one of these options seems a lot simpler.
Give me an intimidation check.
23.
You can see kind of like a moment of like hesitation where you think they're thinking like, yeah, we could take these guys, and then the reality quickly sets in. They're like, oh, all right, fine, we'll come.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yes.
Yeah, seems simple.
Please don't hurt us.
Mm-hmm. Now, we're gonna look around here a little bit longer. I suggest you remain in your camp, eat your food,
Yes.
and rest a little.
You got it, Chief.
All right. Does anyone have anything else they would like to ask?
I feel like we should just put him in one of the pits for now, and then like we can lower him a rope later.
Out of character, I don't know if that pit has got like an automatic degooify on you. Like,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they'll walk back to
Mhm.
They don't seem intent on
If
it,
you're
so.
if you're spooked, I'm also totally down to wrap them up in rope.
I don't
40
trust
feet of
them.
chain.
I have 40 feet
Oh!
of chain.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna bolt.
Mhm.
I think
Okay.
they're fine.
I don't trust them.
And it sense motive, brother.
That's sure. I'm gonna sense their motives.
Yeah.
Or is that just perception then?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
perception.
I'm
He's
better
good at that.
those
He's a
checks.
wizard, though. You're like a.
He's cleric.
He's
I
a
need new
wizard.
dice. It's a 9.
They're 100% not leaving. They would never leave.
Perfect.
I'm in. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We
They go
wanna-
back up to their fire and they're just chilling there.
That's
Time to
all
go
right.
find the leftovers.
Dude, don't worry.
Leftovers,
I will
Jesus
get the
Christ.
fucking Zonkathon strike squad on them if they.
Oh
bolt.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
worry
yeah,
about
exactly.
it.
Like we don't lose anything.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I'm totally. If they bolt, I'm lying to Ortegar and telling them they did all of this.
It's only fair.
What if they get to Ortegar first and then they flip the script?
True.
Mm.
They would never. Okay. I wanna move on the map to explore
Yeah.
the room.
Okay, we should be careful because there's definitely some sort of abomination in the far corner.
No. No, it's just the
So-
leftovers.
As we get close to these pits,
Yes.
is there anything notable in them, or are they just like empty in this glass?
It's just empty in this. Yeah, this glass. It makes up both like the walls and the bottom of the pit. They're completely empty. There's no magic or anything if you're checking.
And the glass itself it's not like there's something underneath that you can see through. It's like stone. All
It's
the
just
way
stone.
around.
Yeah.
So it's just an interior coating. Can I make a check on the glass and just see why it might be used here, whether it's ornamental or?
Sure. Give me a religion or a cult.
I have lore architecture. Would that be relevant?
No. In this instance, no.
Okay. Then I will do. What am I good at?
Oh, if we're doing a religion check, I
I'll
can
do a
do that.
religion check.
I want to make a check after them as well, but different.
19.
Actual good roll.
Actual good roll. I got a 19 on the dice, so for 26.
So both of you guys would know that this glass, it would be beneficial in the ritual to separate bones from a body.
So it has like ritual
Yeah.
purposes.
Yeah, it was used in the ritual that occurred here.
I wonder if it was used at our house as well.
I don't know. Maybe
Right,
our
'cause
house
we
was
had
part of it.
We had a blood pool in the house.
I'm guessing
Pool in the house.
vampires. Yeah.
Maybe he was
well, for
like,
you guys, it was like a ceiling, like it was like a sun roof
Yeah.
kind of thing, though. So
oh, I was gonna say maybe like when the light shines through on the corpse in the blood pool, it just liquefies.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be super.
Could be because their house has a lot of bone decorations,
Mhm.
and I think the walls
Yeah.
were built out of bone
Well,
at some point.
that's just basic Geb architecture right there.
yeah.
Okay.
But
Can
wait-
I can I roll either crafting or mercantile lore to. I want to appraise how much like it is to actually install glass like this because
Yes.
I'm curious at this point. We've seen enough of it. I want to know if it's like expensive or not. Oh, 17. Which one would be more applicable here?
What were the two options? There's mercantile lore.
Or crafting.
Yeah, whatever one's your highest doesn't.
They're the same. So.
So why'd you ask?
What? Because lore checks have a lower DC. Typically 25.
You would know they're not. Installing it isn't expensive, but like the glass itself is the expensive part.
It's a very expensive material.
Installing it is no different than like regular glass.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the actual like value of the glass is pretty like is it ridiculously high or just pretty high?
It's I wouldn't say like ridiculously high, but it's definitely more expensive than regular glass.
Okay.
What would you say the R value of the glass is? Very, very good insulation.
You know, I'd have to.
I just got new windows, so I know what you're talking about.
I'd have to go and crunch the numbers.
Okay.
These guys are all like, and I'm like, oh yeah,
I heard R value and I was thinking of like stats.
yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to go find these leftovers.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys.
Oh god.
Papa's hungry.
Put them back in the fridge. Papa, what?
Oh, never mind. Yours is better.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are moving to the
East.
to the. It's the west. The compass rose is messed up.
Oh my! I hate when they do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my personal.
Hey,
Uh,
do you want to check out this camp with? Oh, did they say it was in the camp like the?
They said it was to the west there.
But like, is it in the big pile of bones far west, or is it to the camp southwest?
Not the camp southwest. You can check there if you want, but they were saying it's in that like alcove to the
Okay.
to the west where all that stuff is.
Shall we do the camp first?
Let's check the little camp. Yeah. I
Yeah.
want to see
Okay.
what's going on there.
Sure. You guys can go ahead and throw a perception check.
Start like right.
Is this like is this searching? Cause
Yes.
okay, so then I won't, right? Cause
Oh yeah. Do we have to take a searching eye? Like, do we have to be
Oh.
exploration?
No,
searching?
I'm fine saying you guys can just search this like actively.
Okay.
I got a Mathis got a 20.
Natty?
No.
Oh.
15.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are searching this. You find a silver mirror that you think's worth about 5 gold pieces.
Oh.
Put it in the stash.
You find 3 disguise kits. And you find 10 batches of replacement cosmetics, mostly like the bone white makeup and black hair dye to make yourself look like a fetchling.
Okay. So this is a camp of people who were trying to fit it. They were just trying to disguise themselves as.
Yes, we think like the bone shards lived here, so this is just.
Well, why would they have a disguise kit then? They don't need to disguise themselves. They are part of the club, aren't they?
Well, no, they
Well,
disguise
they'd use
themselves
it-
as fetchling.
Yeah.
The disguise kits are not like tailored to like a specific thing when you buy them. Like,
No, it's like a general.
so we could
okay.
use it. Do you have to be trained with them, or can you just like, oh, I have a high deception?
I think it's part of you make a deception check. I
Okay.
think.
It gives you a bonus. From what I understand, you can use it's like a toolkit basically.
Okay.
And then it just gives you you need a disguise kit to set up a disguise to impersonate someone using the deception skill.
Cool. So I'm gonna pick up the disguise kit and just start smearing bone white powder on my bone.
just to make yourself look like when you were newly risen.
Well, I've been
Yeah.
getting a little old. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was it that we found again? Silver mirror.
Yeah, it's worth 5 gold.
There was a silver mirror with 5 gold. There was 3 disguise kits, and then 10. I think they were called replacement cosmetics.
Okay. I'll move the disguise
It's-
kits on.
It's if you use them, you have to replace it, but you don't have to buy a whole new kit.
Right. Yeah. It was like
Oh.
replacement. It was like the bone white face paint and like black hair dye. So yeah, John, if you want, you could disguise your skeleton to look like a fetchling.
Yeah. What if we would I be able to do something like make it look like I had skin on my face? Would that be
If
like
we go the
you-
other way through these red like mirror glass things, do we now like?
You don't have eyes, brother.
No, I know.
Like, with
but
like
like,
modeling clay then.
can I get enough glass eyes and latex on me to like
Maybe you think maybe if you find like a good person to do it, but it
hard
takes
to do
time.
on your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to do it right now?
No, I'm just thinking about when we have to go to deal with Kepka, the Three Finger Gang.
Oh, you want to be a human when you show up?
Well, yeah, it seems like the majority of people. First of all, they mentioned no skeletons in her employ, only ghouls and zombies. And second of all, they were like, "Oh, it's a bunch of humans in fucking red cloaks."
Hey guys.
It's me, fellow human.
You might be able to infiltrate as infiltrate as like some undead that she might control. She just might not realize if you roll a good enough disguise check.
you got skeletons now.
Yeah.
You don't remember raising me?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know if anyone told you, but you get skeletons now.
That's such a fucking good line to pull out.
Yeah.
You don't remember raising me?
Kind of make her feel bad about
Yeah.
it. So she's like, all right, fine, whatever.
Well, you don't even remember.
Okay. And that's everything we find here. Mirrors, disguise kits,
it's
replacement
it's
cosmetics.
mostly like useless garbage, but those are the few pieces of valuable loot you find.
Cool. All right, time to find these leftovers or what?
Yep.
Does anyone want... I have, by the way, a lesser anti-plague on me. I think. Or it's on the party sheet. Does somebody want to take that before we get into this fight?
Yeah, one of the bone shards will raise his hand.
I just stab him in the gut.
Oh.
Mhm.
No, I already have one, and I can make one with quick tincture.
Okay.
I'll
need it.
probably take that then, just to be safe.
I think he might have the one that we got like 1,000,000 years ago.
Yeah, because I'm the human
Yeah.
here, so
If
I'm the least.
If it isn't on the
resistant.
party sheet, I think it's...
I'm pretty much human. I just
You don't get a bonus to
Can you
diseases?
guys,
Nope.
can we stop being like racially offensive to Brian?
I don't
Okay?
know what
He's-
he is anymore.
He's mostly dead, but a
never
bit
asked.
alive. Okay,
He's a revenant dwarf.
he's a revenant dwarf with no clan
So
dagger.
what does that mean?
which will be relevant maybe later. Never. I don't know.
Who knows?
It means he's like a dwarf that died, but he was brought back and he functions as undead.
So
I-
does he have
I-
undead
I-
benefits like
No, I just have
resistance?
negative feeling, and that's
Okay,
That's it.
Thank
Yeah,
you. I'm glad we've drawn the line.
Yeah,
Your fortitude saves are better. So I'm taking
And
it
he
anyway.
eats.
And he eats.
yeah. And he eats.
So effectively, you heal from negative energy. The
Mhm.
end.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're not undead. You're a poser.
I never claimed I was.
I'm
I don't know,
pretty
man.
sure when he finishes his unfinished business, he goes, whoop.
Oh, he pieces out like his
Yeah.
flesh
Guys, I'm
melts
pretty
into
sure
the
there's
ground.
an abomination
I missed that part in
waiting
my
for
own
us
lore.
over there.
No. Okay, let's go get the leftovers. Fine. You want to go get some leftovers? Let's go.
I love me some leftovers.
Okay, I'm not
I don't
going
eat,
first,
but I
though.
am hungry.
I'm not going first.
All right, I'll go
Okay.
forward with the defense exploration activity up.
And I will be exactly 5 feet behind him. And to the right.
Stop there for a second.
Oh no.
Knick
It's here.
Knack, you see this southern pile of bones here.
Yeah.
You see it looks. You rolled high enough. You can see it looks very fragile, and if you were to walk over there, you would cause a displacement of some of the bones and cause kind of like an avalanche or a cave-in.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So I'm gonna draw the area in. I'm assuming you pointed out to the group.
Yeah. Just gonna point it out that there's like a big.
Bone avalanche.
Can you guys see
Yeah.
that?
How-
Beware the bone avalanche.
How tall is the pile?
In this room, it goes up to the ceiling, so about 20, 25 feet.
Oh,
wow.
jeez.
Yeah. Do I think I could set it off with a rock? Like if I tossed a rock over there?
Yeah, if you fired an arrow through a rock, any amount of damage, you
Okay.
could.
So we're
trigger
gonna kite the leftovers into that zone.
I should
the
probably
plan.
start further back then. I have 20 feet of movement.
I have a
No, you're
spike
fine.
snare. We can
I'm sure that'll
We'll see. If it makes sense, we can deploy remotely.
bone avalanche. Yeah.
Yeah. remote bone avalanche.
Forward.
Yeah. Okay.
The spike snare is not bad. It does 2d8 piercing damage.
I would also recommend
Can
we
you
be
place
careful
this one?
around all other big piles of bones.
All right,
as
stop
well.
there.
Oh.
Ilrune, you
Bone
were
avalanche.
walking up into the north. You step into the other bone avalanche that you
Yeah.
guys did not roll high enough to see. As you get there, though, you do see this creature was hiding back there.
What is that?
Oh, boy.
Oh, it's a leftover.
Someone can go ahead and describe what that is.
Yeah,
Leftovers.
hold on. Let me give it a good look here.
In my defense, the bone avalanche, it looks like it's a
So-
clear floor there.
You guys
Sorry,
remember
gotcha.
Gary from SpongeBob SquarePants?
Oh my god.
Imagine if you extracted Gary from the shell and then composed him out of a writhing mass of flesh and agony,
And a lot of eyeballs.
and way too many eyeballs. Yeah, he
He's
kind
got
of
like
looks
a-
like that. He's got a clawing hand. He kind of looks like he's saying, "Hey, you guys."
He's got like a spine sticking out of the top of his
Yeah.
head. I guess what would be his head. It's just
He's
a-
got his tail is another hand sticking out of his ass, reaching up into the sky.
It looks like his flesh is like sticking to the ground around him.
Perfect description.
I think
Probably
that's
just in
solid.
constant pain of existing.
Oh yeah, it's an agonizing existence for sure.
Meat slug.
Okay, Ilrune, so you trigger this Bonalanche. The good news is he's the only one
Yes.
there to trigger it. Please give me a very important reflex saving throw.
It's my third best save.
Wait a minute. Uh-oh.
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 Yeah, that's the 6. It's an 11.
That is a failure, but it is not a critical failure,
good.
which is good.
He's grabbing a fistful of dice.
Oh boy.
He's so happy right now. That's a big Adam smile.
If we've learned anything so far,
So
it's that
you
bones
guys
do damage.
Can see all of these bones come like caving in on Ilrune. Ilrune, that'll be 20 points of damage.
Oh.
boy.
Hey, the plus side is oh no, he's actually pretty close. I was gonna say Iggsy's on the other side of the map, so we don't have to worry. You can just cast harm as much as you like, but he's right
Nope.
behind.
Okay.
I'm now gonna draw another part of them. I'm gonna draw in that area, where that Bonalanche was. Everywhere in that area will be difficult terrain, so it'll be 10 feet of movement instead of 5.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So I have a land speed of 10 feet now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can move 2 squares.
All right.
But
Run.
not natural
Can you guys see that
sprinters.
roughly?
Yes, I can see it actually perfectly.
Oh, perfect.
Mhm.
And everyone can go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, and I'm in the lantern. Life is good.
Ooh. The lantern doesn't apply to initiative.
Oh, doesn't?
No, it's perception checks to
Oh,
see.
Overwatch aura does.
Yeah,
Okay.
Overwatch aura gives you +2.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I rolled real well.
Do you know by picking the lantern and Overwatch aura, I made it really hard to pick an exploration action.
Yeah.
All right, so I rolled knick-knack. You go first. What'd you get?
27.
That's a really good initiative.
Mhm.
You beat me.
What'd you roll on the die?
16.
Ooh. 18.
Ilrune, what'd you get?
I got an 18.
Okay, you got an 18. Precarious bone pile. I can just go ahead and remove that. Iggsy, what'd you get?
26.
You guys rolled really good.
Oh yeah, we definitely did.
Mathis, what'd you
I
get?
got an 11.
So you're gonna be going last.
Yeah.
What?
It's good that I'm in the
No.
back of the group at least.
Okay, and we can start the encounter. So this Bonalanche comes crashing down on Ilrune, then knick-knack, you're up.
Okay. Theoretical.
What was that?
I thought it was fight music, but but it just happened so suddenly.
That's what the leftover says as it jumps out.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
Anyways.
Alrighty then. Theoretical. If I run up to the edge of this bone zone, can I tug him out of the bones so he has like his full movement on this turn?
Yeah, I'd say you could use an action to pull him back 5 feet, or 10 feet, however much you have
Oh,
to.
there's
Yeah.
a reposition action now.
Is there?
Yeah. It's a combat maneuver.
Okay.
Use your athletics.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
perfect.
I
There's
retrained
rules for it.
I retrained myself into that.
There are rules for
Could you
this.
please look them up because I was not aware about this until 30 seconds ago.
So reposition, you can move. So you have at least one hand free.
Okay.
Have that.
Shit. I'm gonna have to drop something.
You have to drop something.
I can just move one back out of it. I'll be all right.
Nah, this is.
And
I'm committed.
You
Okay.
attempt athletics against target's fortitude DC. On a success, you move the target up to 5 feet. It must remain within your reach during this movement.
Okay. Because that look, my logic here is that thing is not gonna be fast, whatever, like the enemy that we're facing. So I think I think I can walk up, sheath my weapon, pull him out,
Yeah.
and then on my next turn, I don't think it'll be able to get to me because
then
it
just
has
pull
to
it out, yeah.
because it has to move through that rough terrain. So yeah, I'm gonna reposition you just like 5 feet next to me, and I roll athletics. for this? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not extra. Against his fortitude DC.
He didn't roll well because he just put his forehead against his mic.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
Yeah.
Is there
Oh.
critical failure?
There is. So the target can move you up to 5 feet as though it successfully repositioned you.
Do you want to pull him in while you're panicking?
You gotta push him 5 feet back. Save yourself.
He's got to be within reach.
Oh, just push me over here.
There you go.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, you get moved down.
Okay, then I can see the asshole, so I will exploit vulnerability on the leftovers.
Okay.
1.
Another one?
Another
Natural
1.
Wow.
We have
Well,
dubious knowledge. I do want to add.
That's a
No.
crit fail.
No, this is exploit vulnerability. I get nothing. I know nothing about
You
the
literally
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah.
To be fair though, I double checked. It's not a recall knowledge check, although I do fail my free recall knowledge check. It's not a recall knowledge check. I can roll again and again and again. this
Yeah.
month.
Right.
But you just wasted an action basically.
Yeah.
I did want to add though, since this is kind of like a pseudo knowledge check. I've been kind of playing like the 1E knowledge checks where like you just roll it and then you get for every 5 you beat the DC by, you get an extra bit of lore. For actual 2E, when you make the check, if you beat it, you get 1 piece of information. If you get a crit, you get 2 pieces. And then you if you succeed, you can roll again at a higher DC. But if you fail, that's it. You're done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is that's how we're gonna be playing it going forward.
So
Okay.
even on a success, you can keep going. Yeah.
Yes.
But you just
But
have to
it's
spend
gonna be.
another action.
I think I'll probably. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna add a little bit every time until you eventually
Yeah,
fail.
I think normally it like ups the difficulty, so it goes from like standard to like hard, which
Yeah.
is like a +2 or something. Yeah.
So that's
Alright.
your turn.
Yeah, I walked up to Ryan. I failed to move him, and then I failed to learn anything about the monster.
Did you use an action to learn something about the monster?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have been able to do that because you had to sheath
Oh,
your
you
sword.
sheathed
Oh, I had to
sword,
shoot
yeah.
my sword.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
I failed it anyways.
Yeah.
What do you want from me? I did nothing useful.
You just did
You're up.
everything wrong.
Okay. I would like to devise against the
What are you drained
flesh
from?
pile. What?
What are you drained from?
From I don't know, 2 dungeons ago.
Oh, that's from the bank,
Yeah.
right? Something.
Yeah, he got
still
drained
haven't-
2. He took 1 night's rest.
Yeah.
What drained you in the bank?
Something grabbed me and pinned
Oh,
me to the
the,
floor and
vultures?
sucked my life.
Not the vultures.
No.
You, the
No.
guy with the smoky eye.
No. It was the psychopump.
No, the psychopump got me,
Oh, it was you?
and it almost ripped my soul.
No.
Oh shit.
This was
The
on the
Bodag.
first floor.
Oh, the Bodag?
The Bodag, yeah.
Oh my god, like day 1.
Yeah.
Day
Yeah,
1.
I'm still drained.
Please go ahead and
This is this free by chance?
yes, this is one of Kepgetta's.
Yeah, you finally
creations.
gave me a free one.
No, she actually didn't make this one.
Oh my god.
Oh,
She made the one behind you.
Oh, it's a natural 20. Yeah, I think I'm gonna.
That'll probably
So-
hit. Yeah.
So I'm going to stride next to the bone pile safe, right? As far as I know.
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to stride for 1 action.
All right. Once you get there,
Oh.
I am going to
This
need
is my life
you. I just want to make sure.
you're gonna
That-
make a save.
How many bone avalanches are
You're
there?
gonna make a save. You're gonna make it. You're gonna roll because I rolled all the bad ones for us.
So I
as
get
a
all the
team.
20s. Okay.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I was reading exploit vulnerability. Thank God we retconned that action because I would have been off guard and stunned.
Oh, that's what it does if you fail?
Yeah, it's not nice.
Wow. That is not
Yeah,
nice.
because the whole lore of it is like I'm looking around for like the perfect
Give me-
piece of.
Oh,
Sorry. No, go ahead. Please finish
Okay,
what you're saying.
I'm looking around for like the perfect piece of esoterica that represents this monster that's going to trigger their weakness. And what happens is I get stuck, like lost, looking for the right thing, and then they fuck me up. Is what happens.
Oh,
So-
you're like, oh, this is good against zombie dogs. Oh,
Yeah.
this is good. Other skeletons.
yeah, I got, yeah.
You get lost in thought.
Mhm.
All right, how do I die?
As you approach and close to this thing, you just get hit with this smell that just reeks of like food that is
Ah.
simultaneously like burnt and spoiled. Please give me a fortitude saving throw.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, they did say
Another natural 20.
Damn.
There's no
There
way.
it is.
Man.
There it
The
is.
scales, they're balanced.
Yeah.
So you're good. So you're actually temporarily immune for 1 minute.
Oh, amazing. I can't believe I got that. Okay.
Can I borrow
Then-
your dice next roll?
I never get this lucky. Okay, I'm going to take my second action to continue striding up to it. So I'm
Okay.
within reach.
So 2 actions, and you're gonna.
And then
swing?
third action, I will strike with my dueling sword, and I'm catching at a natural 20. So
Sure.
correct.
Ryan, please draw a critical hit card. Oh, you got it. Okay.
What type of damage is it?
Slashing.
Triple
It's
damage.
immune.
Triple damage.
It's immune to slashing
Oh
damage.
boy. Triple damage, and does that include my device? Yeah, that would include my
Precision damage is. I don't think that's doubled.
It is.
It is okay.
It is.
It just says flat triple damage too.
Beautiful. All right, here we go. Okay, so 9 so tripled. 27.
Did you roll the precision as well?
Yep.
Oh wow.
27 slashing.
You take out a giant chunk of this thing.
Very good. Okay.
I really hoped this was going to be the swarm of rats all over again. Somebody just walks up, crits it, it's over.
Okay, so yeah, you run up with. You just fucking annihilate this
Yeah.
thing. It's still up, but it's barely moving.
Barely. Good.
Sweet.
Ilrune, you're up.
Yeah, that card was called Disembowel, and it did not lie.
I mean, I don't think this thing's got bowels.
Actually, Ilrune.
I think
before
No,
you-
it might
you
have
can see them.
several
They're right, like
sets of vowels, actually.
I think it's mostly vowels. To be honest with
I'm sure we can actually see quite a few of them.
you. Based off the smell, too?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it smells fine for me.
I guess us as well.
You can't smell odors, you've got nose blind, too.
It's a fucking Febreze commercial.
Yeah, she creates these abominations, but she at least Febrezes on her way out.
so. I can still see the leftovers on the other side of the bone pile.
Yeah, you can see it like through the bones that you're covered in.
Perfect. I'm going to. It's 2 actions. Divine Lance.
Okay.
Oh, he's spell attacking.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be Shadowheart.
Yeah, it's not like you can base him. It's kicking the shit out of you.
You better hope this thing has a soul.
I think it's got a lot.
Let's find out.
The look on his face when
He
you said
immediately was
that.
like, I don't know if it does.
Either that or it's got like 9 souls.
That's true.
Yeah, just 9 times as much damage.
It's just if you actually hit.
I rolled a 14 on the die.
You probably hit.
I'm just trying to see. It won't let me. Ah, there we go.
Can you believe this guy? Can you believe him? Don't.
Oh, that's a 21.
That will hit.
Sweet. And does 2d4
It's
spirit
dead. It
damage.
had 1 hit point left.
Okay.
I don't know
It
why.
takes spirit damage?
I expected this thing
Yeah,
to...
it takes spirit damage.
Okay, so it's not like a construct or anything.
Sanctified Unholy doesn't do anything to it, right? I think it only counts if it's Sanctified Holy.
It has the unholy tag.
I am also unholy.
You're
I don't- I
using
think it
unholy
just-
on unholy. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
Yeah, I don't think
it's-
that matters. Yeah,
yeah.
it's dead.
I thought this thing would, you know,
It was stinky.
He did
put up a little bit more fight.
He did triple damage to it.
I did.
Yeah, how much damage was that again?
27.
27.
Okay.
Yeah. Also,
From one swing.
Fair
also,
enough.
the bone shards were afraid of it, but they were also afraid of like 5 like hands with 4 HP and and-
True. Those
and-
kept them in.
They also
Yeah.
didn't know what this was. They just heard like the little like.
yeah. Plus it
I
was
don't know if
like
I'll pick it up.
plus this is the like homunculus amalgamation of all of their friends.
Yeah.
I don't think I
yeah.
want that.
Remember that? Like it's kind of hard to fight that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, so were the hands. It was
I
like
just
the hands of their
expected
friends.
a gargantuan, like, mass of flesh.
This thing would have probably been a tough fight, but Andrew almost one hit it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it
It's
has
about
some
time I
pretty
do
cool
damage.
attacks.
Well, so the cool thing, if you would have
It was
failed
stinky.
your check, you would have become sickened.
Right.
And then if you tried to make a check to overcome that, you would throw up like a glob of like flesh, and it would have gone into this creature and healed it.
Oh, if I retched to get rid of the
Yeah, if you
sickness, it
retched,
would have
yeah.
healed it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
That's really cool.
So it's
But now we're never gonna see that.
Well, wait, there could be more leftovers.
There could, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's none here, so you're good.
There aren't. You tip your
Okay,
hand.
with that guy gone, I'm gonna toss a rock at the other bone avalanche.
Okay,
We're
you
clearing
trigger a
bone
bone avalanche.
Yeah. I reach into this pile of bones in front of me and find a pretty skull, and I go, ha.
So, I have to ask, is this weird for you to, like, walk through bones because you are bones?
It's kind of racist.
I don't think it is. I
It's
think
not.
it's-
Is it weird for you to walk through a crowd of people because you're people?
Yeah.
What? That's completely
Oh,
different.
no,
Yeah.
no, he got you.
It's
Also,
the same thing.
also-
These aren't moving.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's like it's not like it would be weirder to you to walk through skeletons than for us because we're used to the look of them.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Okay, but it wouldn't be normal for me to walk through a flesh house, but weird for you.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
It's like a gingerbread man
No, it
thing.
would be weird to walk through a flesh house for us because we're not used to having flesh on us all the time.
Oh, but I'm like, oh, this is normal, guys.
I'm not saying that you
I
find
love
it,
flesh
no,
house.
I'm not saying that you find it normal. I'm just saying it's
Flesh is
still
different than
weird.
Bones. Bones are clean, you know.
Are they? I don't think they,
They
are.
could be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's like our
in this building,
walls.
actually, they're
Uh,
probably as clean as it gets. because they're
scrub
put
my
through this
bones.
like flesh filtering mechanism.
I scrub my bones.
Do you know you got that spot on your back you can't reach? Not an issue when you can disassemble.
That's true.
Not an issue.
My back itches. I'm gonna put a new back on.
Okay.
What did you guys want to do now that you've taken out the leftovers?
Eat them.
Give me a fortitude saving throw.
I'm not eating them.
Go back to the camp. Do they got a microwave at this camp?
Yeah.
we can reheat these.
I would like to kind of just patrol this like back alcove area and just walk through.
Yeah, give me a throw out a perception check while you're looking around.
Okay.
Yeah, Mathis, they have like a little kitchenette back there. You can go and make some
Oh,
stuff.
perfect.
Oh, nice. You
17.
can warm up the
Um,
leftovers.
I do want to ask though. Oh well, finish.
Okay.
17 plus whatever the lantern sees.
Sure. So you're going around. You find. So in like the remnants of the leftovers, you find a couple lumps of silver that got like added to that amalgamation, and you think those lumps of silver are worth about 20 gold pieces in total. And then also in the northwest corner of the room, you find what you think. You find this like charred bone that Ilrune, I think you're always detecting magic for your action.
I was always defending, but I can detect magic now that we found it.
Okay, well yeah, you find a like this charred bone that looks interesting, and Ilrune comes back as magic if you're detecting.
Oh boy. Arcana check then?
Sure.
Yeah. I want to ask. Do you know what
22.
schools it's like tied to? 'Cause I think we can roll more than Arcana to identify if it's
So
tied to like occultism.
I
we
think
could do
technically in 2E they got rid of look in the remaster they got rid of the schools, although we have done just for convenience sake mentioned the schools before.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be playing with like a weird, because this adventure was written before
that.
Mhm.
the remaster, so we're gonna be playing like a weird hybrid because
Well,
there's
what
some
I
monsters
ask,
that can't convert.
what I asked basically was like, does it have any traits that say like occultism, religion, or anything like that?
I will look that up next time, but he made his check, so I
Okay.
don't gotta look that up.
Okay.
It is a first level wand of harm.
Wow.
That
Oh.
might have changed in the remaster, but that's
Now,
No, it's
still a wand of harm? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
do you need a
Okay, we should talk about how wands work because they're completely different in 2E compared to 1E.
go ahead.
So how wands work in 2E is they are a once per day free spell.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. So
Do
you
they
can
have
cast it.
a casting requirement? Like, do I need to be able to have brain?
You have to be able to cast a spell, or you have to be able to cast a tradition. So
Okay.
anyone who can cast harm can cast the spell from the wand. However, it's once per day. If you attempt to use it again, you can try, and it might work, but it will break the wand.
Okay.
We
So
don't want to do that.
treat it as one free harm a day.
I think Mathis should have that then. 'Cause I
Yeah.
already get.
I will gladly. I also don't have harm right now.
Okay.
Oh, that gives you a
So-
casting of it, yeah.
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 I already have like 4 free castings and the extra 5th one from my Soul Forged armor. So
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, okay, perfect. So I will take that then.
And then knickknack, you can see in the north and southern parts of this alcove, it looks like there's tunnels that are filled with bones, and it looks like they run pretty far. And you would know from your checks last session that these catacombs run for like miles and miles underneath Great Urge. So you could explore them, but you know, like
You might never come out.
you might never come out, and you would probably take days, if not weeks, to excavate like these bones out, because in some places they're packed pretty tight.
Okay.
it just seems like osteovite heaven in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
We don't need any more though.
Yeah.
I am gonna
Um,
2-action heal or harm myself real quick.
That
I am
seems
8
fair.
hit points.
That seems fair.
I can also treat wounds on you.
Oh yeah.
Oh
we
yeah.
haven't done
Spend the
that.
time,
So
yeah.
We haven't done that in a little
Yeah.
while.
yeah.
Yeah.
It always goes so well.
Mhm.
It always goes so well. Well, I remember the last few times I used it, it actually did go pretty well. And it did again.
I think it
As a
crit.
matter of fact,
Is it crit?
it went very well. So I have a +7, so that's 22. And since I have the medic dedication, I believe you get more HP back.
Oh, 22 I don't think is a crit.
A DC
No.
20 gives you 5
Oh.
additional
So
HP.
2d8 plus 5.
Oh my gosh.
So 2d8 plus 5.
We got a medic in the house.
Mhm.
Wow. That is really good. Yeah.
You gotta be kidding me.
Did you give us 7 hit points back?
2 ones.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you
Okay.
got 7 hit points back from that.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
There we go. And
Yeah.
then I'll-
Could have been, you know.
Yeah. It looks like
21, but-
you guys have cleared out this area.
Okay.
Have we searched the body of the leftovers? Because there was like all the high-ranking bone shards.
I'm not touching
There
that.
were Knick-Knack found the silver lumps
Yeah.
of silver in it. That's all.
That
That
was
was
so-
in there.
okay.
Yeah.
Would these lumps of silver, would they be sufficient enough that we could give a chunk to him and a chunk to...
I already have a silver
Scimitar.
so
Silver
I can
scimitar.
I can
So
already use that.
I could give you a chunk of silver and you could start casting silver needle darts?
You can do it. Here's what I'll say. I'll say there's 2 lumps. Each was worth 10 gold pieces. So you'll be giving up 10 gold pieces of the value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So we
Well,
could...
Because I already have
Yeah.
the cold iron
How much do we
mace.
want silver?
I have a better. Let's just snap the scimitar in half, and then I'll take half and you take half.
No. But it's the lowest rung of silver plating on that silver scimitar.
Oh yeah, there might
Right,
not be
there's a
enough.
very thin. It's like gold leaf that's been
Yeah,
rubbed
yeah.
on the surface.
We can give up 10 gold for a chunk of.
We can give up 10 gold, and
So we have silver.
if we come in desperate need of 10 gold, we sell it.
Yeah,
exactly.
we're not like getting
Oh,
rid
yeah.
of it.
Yeah,
You're gonna
we
be
have it.
thankful when you're fighting a vampire or a werewolf.
Yeah, and we have
Yeah.
the silver.
It's never gonna come visit.
No.
I
mean, a
don't know.
vampire?
I mean, I haven't read the whole adventure path. I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised if you fought a vampire though.
Yeah,
Mm.
vampires. I think when I was reading like the
You read the module, Ryan?
Oh
yeah,
my god.
no, it's I only read the end.
Yeah, so the final boss is.
When I was reading like the intro to the campaign that you sent it to us.
Mm-hmm.
It did say that like Dompiers and vampires are like a popular
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
subrace.
I
there.
figured. There's windows for them here. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They gotta be around.
So I think now we bring
Yeah. Are
the
you
remaining
bringing
bone
the
shards back to Ordegar.
to the what's it called? 1,000 screams.
The Temple of
Thousands.
Oh yeah. What's the name
Oh,
of
the
the
silent
temple?
threshold.
Silent threshold.
Silent threshold. Yes, I'm the DM and I don't even know what's going on.
Hey, that seems kind of.
I don't
Seems
know.
kind of worthy of a hero point, now, doesn't
Nah,
it?
not that
Oh.
worthy.
Okay.
I don't think it was. I don't know where I pulled that out of.
It was empty threshold, so
oh,
no one was right.
No hero point.
Oh fuck.
I'll give it to you, Ryan, but I gotta take it back. Yeah. So you guys rock up at empty threshold. Do you want to see Ordegar, or do you trust these bone shards to the acolytes that meet you at the entrance?
I think it's probably worthy of a conversation with Ordegar.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk to him about what they told us? I assume they're gonna tell him anyways.
Well,
Well,
they'll tell him anyways. We should go to Berlin as soon as possible, so she doesn't feel like she's behind in the news.
We'll tell her. I want to talk to Ordegar because technically we've completed the letter of our contract, and so we're due payment.
That's true.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
If he wants to extend our contract to deal with Kepgeta, he can pay us more.
Yeah, we can ask for more then.
Yeah.
But we've done what we need to do.
Yeah.
So
We went to go investigate the bone shards and find out how they're related, and it turns out they're unrelated. It's not our fault.
it's
not
not
our
our fault. We get the money though.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, they bring you through again. Do you guys do that ovulation when you're in the ovulation room? Do you cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the girl's name?
Refka.
Refka or
Or
Rafika or something?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Refka.
Oh,
You
start
Rafiki
cutting her?
from Lion King.
Yeah.
By the end
Yeah.
of this adventure,
Yeah,
she's gonna
yeah.
be dead.
I cut her and then all 3 of the bone shards. Just
ding ding ding. Even the bone shards got a cutter because they want to offer. Yeah. So you bring the bone shards. Ordegar has he orders his acolytes to take them to the interrogation rooms, and he'll interrogate them
Mhm.
after you guys leave. But he's interested in hearing what you guys have to tell him.
This is. Hello.
Hello.
It's been a moment since we saw
Yes.
each other last.
What have you learned of from the bone shards?
Mhm. Well, unfortunately, we learned quite a bit that was useful, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem that they're directly linked to this sort of poisoning
Yes.
of the food supply. From what we can tell from the conversations that we've had, it seems that they were just caught in the middle of something unexpected and probably or perhaps bigger. We learned of a gang run by a woman named Capgeta Hagnail. Do you have any? sort of name?
No. He thinks for a minute and he finally like, no, I've never heard of that name.
Well, she's associated with the group that raided Berlin's farm. They had this unifying emblem of a hand with the pinky removed, and it seems that she was leading them to the bone shards.
I think you guys showed him, right?
Yeah,
The symbol, yeah, when you
Yeah,
had
yeah.
dinner. Okay.
Yeah, she was leading them to the bone shards because they possessed a key to the old bank.
Oh, yes. Did you end up going to the bank? Because I remember you had the obsidian key. Did it end up opening anything at the bank?
Well, we never told you that we had the obsidian key. We just had a picture of a key that we showed
yes,
you.
right. My bad. You had that picture of the key.
Yeah. Well, yes. We did, and it turned out that we found quite a few corpses of this this gang, this three-fingered gang. Or what was it? Yeah, I believe they were called the three-fingered gang. We found quite a few of their corpses in the bank, and in particular, we found a chest that contained some of this, some of the alchemical components that we found at the farm. So we have reason to believe that this gang, this Kepketa gang, her three-fingered gang, is responsible.
He seems like worried,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "Well, I thank you for this information. Do you have any other sort of lead about where this Kepketa could be?"
Did
Yes.
we forget to ask?
They spoke about the search for an ornamental key.
No, I believe they found that already.
They got the
Yeah.
key.
So that's
but
how they
that-
got into the bank vault.
Well, that was how they got into. That's how they were gonna get into that other vault. I thought.
Yeah, they got in there and got the paste.
Yeah. Quickly out
Oh,
of
that wasn't a key for that one that was not open.
no,
That had the chart of all the things that wouldn't
No,
wouldn't
no.
open it.
No.
that's
Oh,
outside
oh,
the scope
oh,
of this
oh,
adventure.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's because it's from this adventure.
Mhm.
That's right.
What's it called? Okay, just quickly out of character. Am I gonna haggle information with him to get paid for the next step of this job, or am I just gonna tell him and hope he hires us?
I do want to add. Do you guys know out of character where they are? Because you did find that information. I'm just curious if anyone remembers.
Yeah, so they're at a bar. We have a map of a cross section in town, and they're at a bar called like not the Leaky Cauldron,
The
but
Crooked
like
Coffin.
The Crooked
Yeah.
Coffin.
Yeah, it's like it's a brewery, and they have like a front area where you get drinks.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's most likely where we'd go next.
Yeah, and we have that journal that basically says, I was hired, they brought me here, they trained me here.
Yeah.
We probably, staying out of character, the next sort of line of things is get hired to do this job, talk to both Ordegar and Berlin if they know anything more about Kepketa. I also want to describe, like, she seemed really crazy young, the whole like metal nails thing, and see if there's anything special about that maybe picks up a note. And then other than that, I think we're off to raid the bar.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay. But okay.
Should be good.
Hello again.
We
We did like a
group
huddle.
huddled, yeah.
yeah. We do have a lead on Kepketa's hideout and where her what seems like the majority of her operations are running. But that would be a sort of work outside the original format of our contract.
Yes. I thank you for investigating the bone shards. I believe our agreed payment was my acolytes would train your spellcasters in Zon Cathan spells.
Yes.
So yes, whenever you have free time, I will train them. In regards, here's the deal I'll make if you go and check on Kepketa. If you ever need spellcasting, it will be provided by the church for free. You will have to cover any components that are needed for any spell, but you'll receive free spellcasting for life from the church.
Free spellcasting for life is a pretty
Well,
good
But
deal.
is there
just
like a
just from
fine
empty
print?
threshold though. Like if you went to another Zonkathon
yeah,
church,
no, but it's just
That's-
empty
that's
threshold.
huge.
Still pretty amazing. Yeah, free
Yeah.
resurrection. Well,
No, we've paid material components.
Yes.
almost free. Yeah, yeah.
I also don't know if he's a high enough spellcaster to cast it.
Oh,
But at
geez.
least things like remove afflictions.
But
for
yeah, you
draining
guys
them.
want healing, you just
Oh,
show
that's
up
good.
and
Yeah.
Oh.
Not you,
Get
though.
rid of.
Do they know soothe?
sure.
Okay, then they can
Mhm.
heal me.
Hmm.
Are any of them not cleric?
I mean, I'm at this clerics, war priests, probably some oracles. I'd say most of them are clerics.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they probably can't heal me then.
Whatever. And it makes sense also because they're not into. They'll heal an undead because they can't really feel pain normally. But if you're living, You're supposed to feel that shit. That's Zonkathon,
That's
baby. Zonkathon, baby.
But yeah, they'll,
That's my next character.
He's a crazy Zonkathon.
Zonkathon, baby.
At the start of every fight, he cuts himself first.
Yeah.
He's got a whip. That's his weapon, but he hits himself in the back first.
Little self-flagellation there.
Yeah.
So, what do you say? Will you
Mhm.
investigate Kepgeta?
That seems like fair pay.
Okay.
We will. Yes, we're going to take some time just to collect a few more leads on her, but we will pursue her very shortly.
Okay, I understand. Please update me when you learn more. And then for Ryan and Nico, I can get that list together, the spells they'll teach you guys. I'm assuming you guys aren't taking the time to learn it right now, because that will
No,
take
I'm
like a
also
week or
a
more.
cleric, so I just know all the spells.
No, but it's a different.
You can learn
divi-
things outside
Oh.
or uncommon.
Yeah, these
that doesn't have
they're
to
like
be.
specific to priests of Zonkathon, so they're willing to teach you.
Yeah, you'd learn like a domain spell.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about
So
this before. Okay, yeah.
Would that would like replace one of my original ones, or do I just get an additional?
It
spell
would
that I
be
would
like
know?
a domain spell where your like focus spells would go.
Okay.
And those aren't curse bound anymore.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay. So, since we are here and we do need some healing, are you full?
You're full now.
I'm 28 out of 32.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you're full now.
Yeah.
Vortigauxr just touches you, and you
Oh.
see like the purple necromantic energy or green necromantic energy wash over you, and you're good now.
Mhm.
I look over at Iggy. Maybe I am undead.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
And also I go, I heard Berlin got a new collection of cookbooks in case you're interested.
Oh.
It's an amazing crab bisque.
Yeah. Okay, so then we're off to Berlin to fill her in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go to Berlin's. Reacher will meet you guys at the gates, but instead of taking you to the estate itself, he takes you to kind of like a side room in the manor grounds, to like a crypt,
Okay.
and he'll take you down there, and you see Berlin is in this crypt, and you see there's a body on like a stone table, and it's covered with like a white sheet, and she says, "Well, my friends, I've made a breakthrough. Mathis, from what I understand, you're the resident doctor. Please
yes.
examine the corpse and tell me what's wrong."
Absolutely. Can I do it? So, oh my God, excuse me, choking on my saliva over here. So, do I grab this white cloth
Yeah.
covering it, and I just like one giant swoop, just like rip this thing off the corpse?
Okay, so you rip it
What,
off.
what do I see?
You can see Clarissa. Does anyone remember who she was?
Not Clarissa.
no.
She,
Oh, no.
it's the corpse tender from session 1 that
Yeah.
sucked at her job, and she's dead.
Dead. What do I see?
Give me a
about her?
medicine check if you're doing like an autopsy.
Is this
Yeah.
purely a medicine check? Is there
Well,
a
can I-
relevant lore check I could make?
No.
Okay.
No, I can make a medicine check.
Sure. Yeah. If you
Berlin, she's dead.
want to. Yeah.
Wait, then who's standing in front of us?
It's obvious.
So I got a, I got a 12.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay. So you
Beautiful.
guys work together. You're examining this corpse. You don't find any sign of like any sort of wound. None of the typical signs of any sort of like head trauma, like poisoning, any of that stuff. You have absolutely no idea why this person died. The only thing you can think of is maybe like a heart attack or something. And then Berlin's like, "Well, Mathis, Ilrune, what do you think happened? What's your?"
Where did you find her?
Well, I kind of did this, but I made a breakthrough on the case. Don't worry.
Is it the
What do you
long-term
mean?
effects of the powders?
Yes, in a way. Let me show you. And she walks over to another side table, and she has a vial, and you guys can see it's marked Blue Winnis.
Blue
Oh.
Same,
I remember that
It's
poison.
a poison,
Yeah.
and she'll hold her hand over it. You can see she's wearing like a ring with like a green jewel in it. She starts rubbing the ring, and it starts glowing green. And she's like, "See, this is a ring of detect poison. It obviously this Blue Winnis is poison." Then she walks over to the body, holds her hand over it, rubs the ring. Nothing happens. Then she walks up to this like cold tea that's on another table, rubs the ring. Nothing happens. And she says, "Well, I took the two components that Iggy found. I took that pinkish gray powder and that paste. I mixed it together into the tea. I found my lowest performing worker, and I had them drink it.
Oh,
And this is what
God.
happened."
wow. A lot of scientific breakthroughs were done this way.
I'm responsible for this.
I said it's a 2-part epoxy.
Yes, and
Didn't call it.
taking advantage, Shogun, for that.
Yeah,
Taking
there
your
we
point.
go.
But just yes, it's some sort of poison, but I can't detect it. My ring doesn't work. This is some new poison I've never seen before.
Don't you think these practices were a little unethical?
Dude, why are you worried about that?
What?
Just curious.
Mathis,
This is
this is Geb.
Yeah, but
Fair enough.
I'm gonna reanimate her.
Yeah.
I'm a necromancer, not a monster.
have you started the autopsy yet?
I don't need to do it. I know how she died.
Yeah, I know. But have you seen like what it does to the insides of her body? Maybe that will give you more clues. like,
Yeah,
you X-ray
Reacher. And Reacher comes in with a hacksaw and like a surgeon gown.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Yes, I will begin the experiments, but for now it does look like it makes some sort of poison.
Mhm. Well, okay. We have a little bit of news ourselves.
Good
Oh?
news. We did a
Yes.
good job.
Yes, we did a good job. It actually ties into this quite neatly. We found out where this poison came from. It was actually stored away in the old bank here in Geb. And I don't know if you've talked to Ortegar recently.
Yes, he told me he gave you some information on the bone shards.
Yes, so it turns out that they were sort of a bunch of idiots that got caught in the middle of someone
Yes.
else's plans.
Yes, I haven't heard pleasant things about them. To be honest,
Yeah.
people joke about them and call them the bone shards.
Yes. Well, considering their performance and their weak demeanors, it makes sense. But we found out that they had a key that they had no idea was connected to the old bank, and
Was it one of the vault keys?
one of the vault keys. Yes, exactly. A granite key in the shape of a sort of a spine, sort of a spine of some sort. Anyways, I feel like that's largely unimportant. The poison that was used here was stored in one of the vaults at the bank.
I wonder how that bank's been closed for 2 years. That means this plot's been years in the making.
We have reasons, whatever it was. Maybe there's some avenue that you can use to explore that more likely. But the gang that was interested in it is run by a woman named Capgetta Hagnails. She has these metal nails. She seems extremely young for some reason. That was the description I was provided.
Yes,
Bit of a
I heard
ragged dress to her.
Yes.
I'm to be honest, I've never heard that name before. I can check with my contacts, but do you have like a location, a hideout where this gang's operating out of?
We have heard that she's working out of the nailed coffin. What was it? The creaky coffin. What was
The
it?
crooked
Cauldron.
coffin.
Crooked coffin. Which
Oh.
is
They make great ale.
good.
Important.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
They have though. I used to go there quite. I know they closed down, like a couple. They still operate, but I know they've shut down most of their operation for the most part.
Mm.
Apparently, they're trying to like perfect some new brew.
Now
Oh.
we also heard that this woman is very, very talented as far as it comes to the arcane. She produced an abomination that was called the Leftover. She referred to as the Leftovers. It was an amalgamation of several members of the Fleshlings, of the
Bone
Sharts.
Do you perhaps I can send? Where was their hideout? Maybe I can send some men and I can examine it.
Yes, it was in the ossuary below the meat district.
Okay, I will send some
Mhm.
skeletons to
Yeah.
Reacher when you're done there.
Yeah.
Poor Reacher.
Actually, now that we killed it, can I make a recall knowledge on it and just does it matter?
It doesn't really matter.
Well,
can
could
make
I
one
kind of figure out like what tradition of magic she was using, or like what?
You just
necromancy?
think that was
Necromancy.
like a one-off kind of creature, like unique, or is this something that can be recreated?
Yeah.
I mean, if she
It's
made
like-
it once, you definitely think she can
Well,
make it again.
not like her, but like, is it something that's commonly used? There's like
Yeah,
multiple
give me
records
a
of it.
Give me a religion check.
14.
I rolled a
You're not
natural
sure.
1.
None of you are sure.
Mhm.
This is the most powerful undead you've ever fought.
I think there's a boss cow that begs to differ.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
well,
This group is definitely the group that raided your farm. I mean, it's certain.
yes. I mean, it seems like they were trying to. That farm only sends food to the living residents of Grey Dirge. Obviously, they were trying to poison the living residents. I mean, Igzy, Ilrune. Obviously, that should be enough for you to want to stop this.
I don't know.
I'm like mildly upset about it.
I'm upset.
Ilrune, you were a town guard. It's your job to protect these people.
That's a good point.
It's only 30% of the populace. That's a minority by any standard.
Oh my god.
The living here have had it too rough for too long.
You imagine the police care about minorities?
Oh my god. This campaign's just commentary on life.
Okay.
I care about doing my job. I'm just not all too concerned with
Yes.
the why and the how.
If I urge you, please. I can't think of a payment at this time, but I would personally owe you a favor, and I think that's something very powerful to have, is being owed a favor from a bloodlord.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We appreciate the sentiment.
Yes. Well, I assume if you once you go there, please let me know
Mhm.
what happened, and I'm assuming have a good night. I'm assuming you're heading back to your manor.
Yes, I believe so. It's probably the best
Okay.
course of action.
Igzy, could you stay for just a second?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys will clear out. Igzy, when they leave, she like palms something in your hand, and she says, "You didn't get this from me," and then she'll kind of shove you out.
Okay.
Okay. And if you look in your hand, it appears to be some potion of like a reddish orange liquid.
Oh man.
Mhm.
Oh wait a minute. That's kind of sick. She's on my side.
Yeah, from one flesh bag to another.
Yeah, she's a halfling, so
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
That,
she-
she is alive.
you
yeah.
know most bloodlords are like undead, but she's one of the few living ones.
Oh, what a true living
Yeah.
homie we
She'll-
got.
so you have
here.
some potion,
I'll identify it
and then you
later.
see there's also a card that was underneath the potion,
Oh.
and it says you're level 3.
Oh yeah.
And we'll stop there.
Oh, let's
Aww.
Oh man.
Yeah,
We made it!
we got a sound effect.
Let's go!
Yeah. Now Wilhelm scream. Oh, that's not it.